I'm reacting to famous smash burger joints here in Canada, so let's get this video started. Okay, and to preface by saying, what I mean by Canada is specifically Toronto and Calgary. So I haven't had a chance to try any burger joints via Vancouver and the rest of Canada, and I'll probably get to that at some point in given time, but for the time being, it's just Toronto and Calgary. So with that being said, let's just begin the video right now. I tried Rosie's Burgers in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of the food. So I specifically ordered the Rosie cheeseburger, which is the quintessential thing that you order at this restaurant. It comes with typical burger condiments and on top of the burger sauce, which was so good by the way, and the sandwich in itself costed $12 and the combo was $20, so no combo for me for sure. The smash burger was absolutely fantastic, so 9 out of 10. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, please. Yeah, okay, so let's unravel a lot of the things that we saw in this video. So first and foremost, Rosie's YYC recently just opened here, pretty close to 17 in downtown Calgary, Alberta, right? I had the opportunity to try it, and it was probably one of the best burgers arguably that I've ever had in my life, thus the 9 out of 10. I thought it just had everything really well done. Smash burger was smashed, but it wasn't overly smashed and it wasn't too burnt. I think the quality of all the ingredients were really fantastic, so therefore I really had to give it a 9. I mean, I can't tell you any other way. It was just a really fantastic burger, so if you ever do have a chance to try it, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and give it a go because it is worth it. So definitely pay out and give it a try. And on top of that too as well, I know they have locations in Toronto, so if you're ever in the Toronto area too as well, I think that's actually where it's from. The point being, you can go ahead and try it from there too as well. So either which way, either area, go try Rosie's Burgers because I really liked it a lot, and I'll say that for sure. My only caveat is you did see those prices. Like when I walked into the store, I think the main burger is called the Rosie, right? That costed $12 in itself just for the burger alone, which is completely nuts. And I think if you want drinks and fries as well, it's gonna cost you extra. I'm pretty sure the fries are gonna cost you another extra $5. So you're nearly gonna spend $20 if you include drink just on a burger. So you really have to decide whether or not that's worth it for you. I personally wanted to try it because it seemed like it was hopping all over social media, so I thought it was worth the shot. But if it's not really worth it for you, then you have to decide that for yourself. But I would recommend you guys try it. Anyway, let's move on to the next video. I tried Rudy's Burgers in Vaughan, Ontario, and here's what I thought of the sandwich. So it's going to cost you $12 per sandwich, and this was really good. It's comparable to Shake Shack, so 8.5 out of 10. I liked it a lot, so leave a like, comment, and subscribe in peace. Okay, so for this one, Rudy's is also a locally recognized joint that's specifically going to be in Toronto. So the story behind that was I'm based in Calgary at this point in time, right? But I am from Toronto, so for the holidays I went back to visit my parents, which is who you saw, which is my dad, right? He wanted to take us to this burger joint called Rudy's. I was raving about, oh, I wanted to go to Shake Shack because it's open in Toronto, which I eventually did, we'll get to later. But the point being is he's like, oh, you have to try Rudy's, it's gonna be super good and delicious. So we went ahead and went there, and yeah, it was pretty good. I think at first I was like not exactly aligned because they over smash the burgers, right? And then you do that, it's susceptible to burning, and then some of the sides were a bit crispy and maybe arguably overburned. So I think after a few more bites you kind of get used to it, and the little crunch is quite nice actually. So I would actually recommend you guys also give that a chance as well. I think the price range might be actually the same. I personally like the fries better at Rosie's. I highly recommend, again, you guys try the food for sure if you do have a chance. I really had a good experience at Rosie's, and it's good that we're finally getting a variety of different smash burger options that are actually pretty good quality, because you would only think that's like an American thing, and then Canada always gets the end of the stick, so to speak. So it's great that we're actually getting really good exposure to American or just like good fast food joints for sure. I'm very happy about that. So now let's move on to the next video. Shake Shack Double Shack Burger in Toronto, Ontario, and here's what I thought of the sandwich. So I got this from the Union Station location, and it's around 12 to 13 bucks. It was pretty good, but I think Rosie's and Rudy's is a bit better, so I'm actually gonna give it around an 8 out of 10. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Yeah, so fact, how I said I was going to Toronto for the holidays, of course I went back, right? I was raving over Shake Shack because here in Calgary we don't necessarily have Shake Shack, and in fact I don't think there's Shake Shack locations anywhere else in Canada. So there's 2 locations as of right now in Canada for Shake Shack, one being the very first one at Dundas Station, which if you can avoid going to, don't go, because Dundas is like going to Times Square. It's like the Temu version, but nonetheless it's just super busy. Why would you want to overcrowd yourself, and it's super unnecessary. I would recommend going to the Union Station location just because it's GO train accessible and TTC accessible, and it's really nice looking over the years. The renovation's gone pretty crazy, and now it's just looking like a nice little strip mall. So I would recommend going to the Union Station location, it's a bar too as well. Price range, it was pretty expensive. It was a single burger for like the $12 to $13 range. I think it's quite ridiculous. And on a more serious note, I actually liked Rudy's and Rosie's YYC actually a lot better. For whatever reason, the smash wasn't smashing for the burger, and it was just like, eh. Obviously, it's gonna be better if you were to compare it to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's. Like, that's inevitably obvious, right? But in terms of like other joints in Canada, proud to say, by the way, I think Shake Shack kind of just falls into maybe a tier downwards, and I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, because for me, like, I tried Shake Shack in New York, like New York City, the very first location, and I thought it was like a lot better. To preface, like, the first location was at like a stand, but then they switched it to, you know, like an actual storefront, but it's in that same park. I forgot the name of the park, but it's at the park, and I tried it at that location. Yeah, fantastic burger. But I think maybe it's made differently here in Canada just a bit, so I was a little disappointed, but I thought it was a cool location too, because it was a bar slash Shake Shack. So if that's worth checking out for you, then I would highly recommend you guys do that. These are my opinions, so take it as you will, and let's just move on to the next video. I tried Rosie's Burgers in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of my... Okay, so for context, basically, I thought Rosie's was so good, I wanted to take my girlfriend. But yeah, that's why there's another Rosie video. So I'm gonna start off with the Rosie Burger, which is $12. It's a double smash patty burger, and it was so delicious. I highly recommend. I got French fries too as well. So good, $5. It's literally gonna be a 9 out of 10. Leave a like, comments, and subscribe, and peace. Yeah, that's what I meant about French fries too as well. A bit of a spoiler from earlier from the video. It's like foreshadowing per se. The first time I went to Rosie's, I didn't get the French fries, but this time I was with my girlfriend. We wanted to get the French fries, and so we thought it'd be a good idea to give it a go. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, these were probably one of the most best French fries I've ever had in my life. I thought they were like really fantastic. The seasoning was really good. It was nice and crispy on the outside and then warm on the inside. It was just like a well-crafted made French fry, and I was just genuinely surprised. You could just find that in Calgary, Alberta, of all places. It's not like it's in, I don't know, Manhattan, New York City, or Los Angeles, California, for American fast food, so to speak. So I was generally surprised. Yeah, again, like in terms of the quality of ingredients, the smashing of the burger, and I forgot to mention, actually, the sauces were really quite nice at Rosie's. I don't know if it was necessarily a Big Mac sauce. It was probably a rendition or a different of it, but I really thought it was really fantastic and good. All my high ratings to Rosie's YYC. If you haven't already tried it, I would definitely recommend it. I know there's other places. I think I heard of Class Clown here in Calgary, and I don't even know if there's like a place called Bus and Burger. I don't know if that's worth the checkout. I think it's in Kensington. Nonetheless, as a food reviewer, I'll eventually get to those sooner or later. I know there's a Five Guys here as well. Get to that soon. We'll see. But anyway, it's not the most healthiest. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the video. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Once again, I'm trying to grind on this video grind. It's been really fun for me to produce these videos. Hope you guys are enjoying this so much. So if you haven't already, of course, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back for another set of videos, and let's keep the ball rolling. Get momentum, consistency, and let's get it. Bye. Peace.